Hello my dear friends and welcome to StudyIQ. I am Joycey Joy and today in this lecture we will discuss about Rajasthan's free medical scheme or free medicine scheme. So we will see what is the significance of this scheme and what other states can adopt from such a similar scheme of Rajasthan. So we will discuss all the details about it, why this is significant and what are the features of the scheme, how this is helpful for the citizens. So let us first understand what is the current affair. The Rajasthan government has recently increased the medical benefits under the Chief Minister's Free Medicine Scheme. So there is an already existing scheme, that is the Chief Minister's Free Medicine Scheme, under which free medicine and free diagnosis is given to the patients in the state of Rajasthan. Now the state government has increased the scope of the scheme. So it means that the medical benefits and the benefits of diagnosis under the scheme has been increased. So the scope has been increased and this is the current affair. So based on this we will understand how this becomes significant and what is the scheme all about, who are the beneficiaries, how are the beneficiaries benefited out of the scheme, and can other states also learn from such an example set by the Rajasthan state government. So let us start. Let us first understand what is this scheme all about. So we have seen that the name of the scheme is Chief Minister's Free Medicine Scheme. So as the name implies, this is a flagship program of the state government, that is Chief Minister's program, which provides free medicine and free test or diagnosis for the patients in the state of Rajasthan. So this was introduced in the year 2011-12. And under the scheme, the Rajasthan government in 2011-12 announced that the patients in the state of Rajasthan will be provided with commonly used essential medicines free of cost, and also free diagnosis or free test would be provided. So this scheme has basically two components. The first one is the medicine component, where the patients would be given commonly used essential medicines free of cost, and the second component is the free test component, where the patients will get the diagnosis done at free of cost. So this program has two components. Now this facility or this scheme will be beneficial for those patients who are visiting government hospitals or public hospitals in the state of Rajasthan. So this is the scheme all about, and in order to implement this scheme, the Rajasthan Medical Services Corporation Limited, that is RMSCL, was incorporated in the year 2011, and this was incorporated as a public limited company. So the purpose of RMSCL was to implement the scheme throughout the state. So in order to implement the scheme, RMSCL became the procurement agency. So it became a centralized procurement agency within the state in order to procure generic medicines, surgical equipments, medical equipments, etc. for the Department of Medical Health and Family Welfare. So this is the scheme all about. This is briefly about the scheme. Now let us see how does the system work. So this system has basically two phases. The first phase, this started with the first phase, which was introduced on the World Health Day in the year 2013. So in the first phase of the free test scheme, all the hospitals affiliated with state medical colleges, district satellite hospitals, subdivisional hospitals, etc. were included. Now, later in the second phase of the scheme, it was extended to community health centers, primary health centers, etc. So earlier, that is at the phase 1 of the scheme, only the state level or district level hospitals were covered under the scheme. So state level hospitals or those medical colleges which were affiliated with the state medical colleges, and district hospitals were covered in the phase 1. Now in the phase 2, the scheme got extended to include all the community health centers and public health centers or the PHCs, primary health centers. Now let us come to the benefit or the beneficiaries of the scheme. According to some of the recent reports, the number of free medicines under the scheme has been increased to 712. Earlier it was only 608. So we have seen in the beginning of this lecture itself, essential medicines or commonly used medicines are covered under this scheme. So earlier the number of medicines were 608. Now it includes 712 medicines, and free test earlier it was 70. Now it has been extended to 90 free tests. So the scope of the scheme has been increased. So when the scope of the scheme has been increased, it is evident that the benefits of the scheme has also been reached to the targeted beneficiary or the identified beneficiary. That is why the government has extended the scope of the scheme. Now, if we talk about the beneficiaries, between 2011 and 2017, if we take into consideration the 7 years, the number of free medicine beneficiaries were 52.5 crore. Now, what is interesting here is that Rajasthan's estimated population is only near to 7 crore, and between the 7 years, 7 crore people, if all of them are benefited, then also it becomes only 42 crore, but actual beneficiaries are 52.4 crore. And in case of diagnosis or free test, the beneficiaries are 9.41 crore. So we need to understand why the number of beneficiaries are much higher than even the estimated population. Now there are various reasons to it. The first reason is that many patients would also take a second course of the medicine. That means not only one time but multiple times one single patient will benefit out of this. Second reason is that those districts that are bordering to the state of Rajasthan, the population living in those districts also will come to the health centers in the state of Rajasthan in order to avail the facilities under the Chief Minister's program, which provides free medicine and free test. So it has not only benefited the population in Rajasthan but also those living in the neighboring districts. So these are the benefits of the scheme. Now if we come to similar initiatives across the country, first we will learn about the Tamil Nadu model. Tamil Nadu government has introduced in the year 1995 itself such a similar model which will provide free medicines to the population in the state of Tamil Nadu. And this Tamil Nadu model consists of an effective system of procurement of the drugs, quality checks, supply, distribution, and these are all centered around the government hospitals in the state of Tamil Nadu. So Tamil Nadu already has such a similar scheme, and this was introduced way back in 1995. And at the national level we have the National Health Mission, and this was announced in the year 2018. So in 2018 the Union Cabinet has announced the National Health Mission, and under this a special focus will be given to free drugs and free diagnostic services. And we also have the National Health Policy which was introduced in 2017, and the National Health Policy also focuses on providing free medicines and free diagnosis in the government hospitals or public hospitals. We also have Jan Aushadhi Kendras, and the government has set up Jan Aushadhi Kendras in order to sell the drugs almost 50 to 90% cheaper than the price of the drugs that are available in the market. So Jan Aushadhi Kendras provides affordable and cheaper drugs. Now next is the Ayushman Bharat Yojana, or what is called the National Health Protection Scheme, NHPS. The National Health Protection Scheme or the NHPS was introduced in the year 2008, and this is a centrally sponsored scheme. And Ayushman Bharat Yojana comes under the Ayushman Bharat mission of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So the purpose of this Yojana is to make interventions in primary, secondary and tertiary care systems, and this covers both preventive diseases and also it covers promotive health. So this is an holistic approach in order to address the healthcare challenges in the country, and it has two health initiatives primarily. The first one is Health and Wellness Centers, and the second one is National Health Protection Scheme. So these are the two important initiatives under the Ayushman Bharat Yojana. So these are the similar initiatives at the state level and also at the central level. So now if we look at these initiatives, we see that the central government has come up with various programs. more than what the states have done for their respective states. Only we see a similar or a better model in Tamil Nadu state government. So we have seen the benefits of the Rajasthan initiative of providing free medicines and free diagnosis. So similarly, different states can also adopt such model which are suitable for the requirements of their respective states. So this will benefit the population living in the particular state than any other national scheme or the central scheme. This is because when a state government formulates such an initiative or a scheme, it would be more appropriate for the conditions of the state. So such similar initiatives will be highly beneficial for the population living in the state. So you can find the PDF of this lecture on our website www.studyiq.com. You can follow my Facebook page for more video updates. Thank you.